about to go shoot some drone video today. Get some good drone in here in the Mustang. And then I hopefully go by the shop. Ended up picking up some really cool SVO side pipes and the original Borla mufflers and tips. And curious to throw those on there and see how they sound. So this may be the last time you get to hear it sound like this. So this thing sounds super awesome. I mean, it really does. But it gets crazy annoying and loud sometimes. And if you're trying to get away with anything, it's very hard to get away with anything because you're hammering down on something or whatever. And I've just been trying to test the car out, not do anything crazy. And you really can't hammer on it very easily because of the loudness. So trying not to get caught around the city. So anyways, we'll see what the new pipes sound like and go from there. So I went by AutoZone and grabbed some of the gum out stuff, which is essentially a copy of Seafoam, and decided to try that again, and poured half the bottle into the gas tank, and then the other half emptied into the PCV valve vacuum line going in the intake. I was reading around online and just happened to see that one guy said to put it there. This time it actually did smoke some. It's actually still smoking a little bit right now. So it's actually smoking some now. Or before, it really didn't do much at all. It actually threw out a pretty good sized cloud. The valve, PCV valve is right here. So this is the line. I just popped it off there and then send it in through the top that way. Like I said, when I fired it right back up, it didn't seem to do much. And then I revved it up some, and you could tell that the IMRCs were opening on both sides, because around $3,000 it dumped a whole bunch of white smoke out. So those valves must have opened up on both sides and probably had some sitting on top of them. So, all right, guys, check out the custom side pipes. I did go ahead and throw new O2 sensors on the car, so I got the new O2 sensors in, and then I threw the side pipes on real quick. Pretty different. Here they are. All right, wait. Oh, there we are. Custom side pipes. I call it the wing version, really, of side pipes. No, I'm just messing with you. I'm definitely gonna have to take it to the muffler shop because it's not set up with the original mounts where I can just slap them in there. So I'm gonna take it to the muffler shop, hopefully get those put in. I just wanted to stick them in and to see how quiet these work, because this is obviously going through the SLPs also. But I just wanted to check them out. Still revs up and cackles pretty loud, but that may be because it's going through the SLPs also. Alright guys, right now it's actually fairly early in the morning, it's 6 o'clock, and I'm heading over to K&C Muffler up here in Dawsonville. I've told you about them before, about how good of a job they do on exhaust work and stuff. So go run over to them and see about putting on these side pipes. Yesterday Chris and I worked on this thing a little bit. I did the Seafoam and stuff with the gum out, tried that, and put on another ground wire from the battery to the motor, see if that would make a difference. Cleaned the throttle plates, cleaned the mass airflow sensor, just did a few little things here and there just to see if it would make a difference, and really it all still seems the same. So I really don't know what's going on. Replaced the plugs, the coil packs, the O2 sensors. We did that yesterday. Cleaned the throttle plates, cleaned the mass airflow sensor. I don't know what else to do. So besides just a bad tune on the car, I don't know. I'm kind of confused. So, see what the next step is. So, anyways, but maybe I can get this extremely loud exhaust a little bit quieter, and maybe it'll be a little bit easier to play around with. So at least do some testing with. So on my way there now. Guys, so here's what it sounds like. Hopefully you can hear it. I think it sounds better. It's definitely not as loud, but it's got a good tone to it. Now it sounds like a nice car. So I think it sounds much better. It's still got some tone and it'll still get kind of loud, but it just sounds good to me. So, to be honest with you, for right now, the car is running perfect, and it actually feels faster. So, I don't know if this fixed part of my problem or not. We'll see when it comes back, but it feels good. So, it's not super loud or nothing, but it's got a good tone to where it actually sounds like it's a nice car instead of just some ratty Mustang. So, I like it. Okay, so I'm back at the house resting for a little while before we go do anything tonight, and really happy with the car and the way it turned out, and everything that happened with the sound of the car and the look and everything. I think it's going to look really good. It looks kind of funny right now without the side skirts, but I think it's going to look really good once the side skirts are painted and everything's back on the car and together. So here's Cameron. But once everything's back together on the car, and I think it'll look pretty clean looking, and I've always enjoyed the SVO pipes ever since that first Cobra I saw. I was like, man, that's what I want. So I'm glad I got them. And a lot of people say that the Borlas are pretty quiet, and in going down the road, they're actually pretty quiet, pretty enjoyable ride. But they will what are you doing? They will rev up and get kind of loud. But I think it's because I have the off-road X pipe. So that Bassani off-road X pipe with the Borlas, I think, is really a perfect combination. Because the sound really sounds a lot like it did before, except for it's just toned down. It's just not crazy loud. So I'm really happy the way it turned out, and hopefully we get this thing running right. I don't know what else to try. The fuel filter is supposed to be replaced. I'll probably go and replace it now and see if I can get everything done, replaced, and get everything done. So, all right, appreciate it, guys.